Hello everyone, today I'm going to be checking out the Pegassi Tempesta based on the Lamborghini Huracan produced between 2014 and 2024. And as always, I'm going to show you why it is or may not be worth it to buy. Starting off with the customization here, the customization is okay. I feel like it could have had more options. However, what you do get here is pretty good already. If you like these extra body kits and stuff like that. But for me, I'm gonna leave it a bit clean. Um, I want to make the Performante trim level. I believe you call it a trim level or a special edition. Um, that was available in about 2018, but it was discontinued, so I believe it was available for a little while. Maybe 2016 as well, but I could be wrong. However, I will of course go through the customization as always. Uh, to kind of give you an idea of what you're going to get into and if you want to get this car or not. This does have some customization similar to the STO, which is kind of crazy to think about because this car did come out in 2016. The car I'm reviewing right now is part of the Finance and Felony DLC. So they kind of did predict that customization or style. Now for the paint, I want to do something similar to the Verde Mantis or the Green Mantis, I guess, a praying mantis or something. So I'm going to do a metallic here and apply a lime green. Of course, for the secondary, I'm going to match that. It's going to look a bit bad if I just leave it like that. So let's do a full-on lime green here. Of course, if you want to imitate other Lamborghini colors, you could do that pretty easily. There are some that are darker or lighter than this. So yeah, I mean, I think that looks spectacular. That's the closest that I'm gonna get without doing a custom hex or a custom color. But as you can see, if you want to do a different shade of green, you could do that. And it's also tied to the interior stitching as well, which is an even nicer touch. You can add an aerial. I believe this is a reference to the Cannonball Run. If you don't know what that is, it's a very famous drive across the country as fast as you can in any car, basically. I tried to explain it the best as I could. But here, the skirts, they're okay. The real car really didn't come with any skirts like that, so I'm gonna leave it off. You do have a decent selection of wings here. Now, the good news for me and probably for you, the carbon wing is actually similar to the Performante spec. So, of course, you can apply that if you wish. And it also adds extra downforce like any of these wings here, which is great. So, if you want anything crazier or custom, I mean, you're in luck here. Especially if you want to recreate those type of body kits from those aftermarket companies or extra add-ons. Of course, for the wheels, the Performante did have two different wheel options, if I believe or remember correctly. And one would be similar here to the Forge Star, which looks very great on this car. It looks nice. There's another wheel here, which is a 5-spoke, which I'll show you right here. And that's right here, the Super Lux. It's similar to another wheel option. Of course, I didn't write it down what these wheels are based on. So I guess, from the reference photos, I'm just gonna go based off of that. But it's very similar. You could also have it in alloy if you so wish, or black like me. I'm just gonna black that out. Keep it black. Of course, I have to put on the obligatory bulletproof tires. All that's left for me to do here is just go through the window tint and see how it looks. It looks okay, so it's really up to you if you like the dark window tint. But please keep in mind that it also affects the back glass right here, the engine glass, whatever you call this. Uh, so it's okay in light smoke. But before I exit the garage here, I'm gonna go one more time to see if I missed anything. And it looks like that's about it. The customization is alright, but it still leaves a lot to be desired in my opinion. Detail is great and texture quality is decent. For a car that was released all the way back in 2016, this car is pretty good. I just, You know, I feel they did a very good job as best as they could, basically. And especially here with the interior, you can really see where it shines as well. It's pretty nice that it has um, like like an armrest right there or an extra storage. Unfortunately, the back engine area or the mid-engine area is like a partial 2D and 3D type of thing. But you know, that's okay. It is what it is. I can't complain too much. It would have been cool if the rear glass section was or had like a cover option as well. But you know, it's cool that it's curved. I don't mind. If you like attention to detail like I do, I feel like this car really does make up for the lower texture quality here and there. So it's still pretty good. Speed is decent and handling is great. The reason why I say that the speed is decent is because it's really no longer the fastest car around, especially in this category right here. It is, however, more than adequate. It can still provide you a very fun time, especially if you're a casual player. Maybe you want something for free and you're very tight on cash. You don't have a lot of money. This is still a superb option, and the handling is excellent. I really cannot complain about the handling. It's very good as well. So if you're taking a tight turn, you don't have to worry at all about the car spinning out. I believe this is all-wheel drive as well, so that does give you an extra advantage over any wheel drive or options. So anyway, that's all I got for today, and as always, thanks for watching.